Our Prime Minister's vision is to become $5 trillion economy in the next 5 years with mantra of reform, perform and transform.
मेरी सरकार का मंत्र है रिफॉर्म, परफॉर्म, ट्रांसफॉर्म।
Country's mining sector forms an important segment of the economy, contributing around 2.5 to 2.8% of our national GDP.
जैसा कि हम सभी जानते हैं, खनन उद्योग अन्य सभी उद्योगों को कच्चे माल की आपूर्ति करता है। खनन उद्योग के श्रमिकों का अन्य सभी उद्योगों के विकास एवं राष्ट्र की प्रगति में महत्वपूर्ण योगदान है। ऐसे सभी खनिकों की जीवन दशा को बेहतर बनाने और स्वस्थ वातावरण देने के लिए श्रम और रोजगार मंत्रालय लगातार प्रयास कर रहा है। इस दिशा में हमारा खान सुरक्षा महानिदेशालय वर्ष 1901 से महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देता आ रहा है। हमारा ये मानना है कि महिलाएं किसी भी क्षेत्र में पुरुषों के समान ही योगदान दे सकती है और इसी सोच के साथ हमने इस क्षेत्र में महिलाओं की सक्रिय भागीदारी को बढ़ाने हेतु व्यावसायिक कौशल प्रशिक्षण की व्यवस्था की है। इसके अतिरिक्त खनन उद्योग को बाल श्रम मुक्त बनाने और खनिकों के कल्याण के लिए हमारा मंत्रालय प्रतिबद्ध है। आइए हम सब मिलकर राष्ट्र निर्माण में अपना महत्वपूर्ण योगदान देने वाले सभी खनिकों के लिए सुरक्षित एवं स्वस्थ कार्य वातावरण का निर्माण करें।
Minerals constitute the backbone of economic growth of any nation, and India has been eminently endowed with this gift of nature. India produces as many as 95 minerals, which includes 4 fuel, 10 metallic, 23 non-metallic, 3 atomic and 55 minor minerals. In the year 2018-19, the gross value addition by mining and quarrying sector was rupees 4,10,000 crore. It also provides direct and indirect employment to over 10 million people. There are 475 coal mines, 76 oil and gas mines, and approximately 12,000 metallic mines in India. Extraction of minerals from below the surface of the earth is fraught with innumerable dangers. The condition of roof and sides of underground mines can change without any prior indication. Dangers due to sudden rush of water, release of lethal and inflammable gases, or the fall of roof and side are inherent to mining, and it is essential because of such unpredictable dangers that mining is considered the most hazardous of all peacetime occupations. The persons working in this industry are exposed to risk of occupational health and safety. The mining industry has made significant improvements in health and safety of persons engaged in mines over the last few decades, reducing the incidence rates of both fatalities and serious injuries. A review of the accident statistics for the Indian mines over the last century indicates that the fatality rate per 1,000 persons employed in coal mines has shown a consistently declining trend in last 50 years. In 1895, the Government of India initiated steps to frame legislative measures for safety of workmen, and the first Mines Act was enacted in 1901. For administering the provisions of the Indian Mines Act 1901, the Government of India set up a Bureau of Mines Inspection on the 7th January 1902 with headquarters at Calcutta. The name of the organization was changed to Department of Mines in 1904 and its headquarters shifted to Dhanbad in 1908. On 1st January 1960, the organization was renamed as Office of Chief Inspector of Mines. Since 1st May 1967, The office has been redesignated as Directorate General of Mines Safety. Under the Constitution of India, regulation of labor and safety in mines and oil fields is a central subject. Entry 55 of the 7th schedule of Article 246. The matter is regulated by the Mines Act 1952 and the rules and regulations framed thereunder and administered by Directorate General of Mines Safety under Ministry of Labour and Employment.
Mining and oil fields are in the central sphere because labor itself is in a concurrent list. These mining and oil fields are governed by the Mines Act 1952, and the DGMS makes the standards and looks after all the safety aspects under the Mines Act for the all mines. It is the coal mines, metal mines and other mines also. We have already entered an MOU with the Austrian company because we want to go for a zero harm and that's 100% safety for our workers. And we are updating our Mines Regulations Act. Actually, we have already done in 2017, and further we are improving our regulations so that we can go for a zero harm and 100% safety for our workers. We have also subsuming this Mines Act under this Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code, which will be coming up to the Parliament in the next session. And once it comes, then there will be 100% safety is taken care in the OSH code.
The organization has its headquarters at Dhanbad, Jharkhand, and is headed by the Director General of Mines Safety and assisted by specialist staff officers in mining, electrical and mechanical engineering, occupational health, law, survey, statistics, administration and accounts disciplines. The area of jurisdiction of DGMS covering the entire country is divided into 8 zones, each under the charge of a Deputy Director General and 29 regional offices. There are 3 to 4 regional offices under each zonal office. Each region is under the charge of a Director of Mines Safety. The main functions of DGMS include inspection of mines and investigation into accidents, dangerous occurrences and emergency response. DGMS also grants statutory permission, exemptions and relaxations and approval of mine safety equipment, material and appliances. Mining is a hazardous occupation and therefore the equipment, machinery, tools and material used in mines required to be safe, robust and reliable, capable of working safely under hostile environment.
हम लोग देखते हैं कि हर कर्मचारी को समय से पीएमई हो, आईएमई हो और उनकी ट्रेनिंग भी हो ताकि किसी किस्म की दुर्घटना किसी को ना हो। हम लोग बार लोगों के साथ में विचार विमर्श करते हैं। अंडरग्राउंड में जाकर के भी हम लोग जो है देखते हैं कि सेफ्टी में कोई कमी तो नहीं रह गई है।
डीजीएमएस के सर्कुलर के अनुसार हम लोग वर्क में इंस्पेक्टर लोग सप्ताह में 2 दिन नीचे सेक्शन में इंस्पेक्शन करने के लिए जाते हैं और इंस्पेक्शन करके जो त्रुटियां होती है उसे यहाँ यू फॉर्म में भरते हैं और हमारे मैनेजर साहब के साथ उसको डिस्कशन करते हैं। एक कमेटी बनी हुई है, वो डिस्कशन होता है, उसमें जो त्रुटियां होती है उसको पूरा किया जाता है।
DGMS also interacts with different stakeholders for development of safety equipment, material and safe work practices through workshops, seminars, etc. DGMS is entrusted for development of safety legislation and standards. DGMS also publishes annual reports, accident statistics depicting the details of production of minerals, man-shift engaged, and accident statistics. DGMS also conducts examinations for grant of competency certificates. Besides the legislative measures, DGMS takes several initiatives for promoting awareness for safety, health and welfare of persons employed in mines, including organizing Safety Week at different mines spread across India. Conference on safety in mines at national level are being organized at regular intervals to address the current issues being faced by the mining industry and suggest remedial measures for further improvement of occupational safety and health of persons working in the mines.
There is a regular arrangement of conducting of National Conference on Safety in Mines. Various agenda items which are designed specifically for this conference are discussed, deliberated and also decided upon to formulating various recommendations. These recommendations are basically obligatory in nature, and every 6 months to 1 year, these recommendations are assessed on a company level basis by various zonal officers of this directorate into knowing the current status of complying with the various recommendations. Ultimately, when all the recommendations are complied with, then the next conference takes place.
Every year, National Safety Awards are given to promote competitive spirit amongst the mine operators for betterment of safety standards in mines. Recognizing the need for safety education to enable the mine workers to prepare them to face the challenges of mining, the mine's vocational training rules will be in picture shortly. To create the awareness among the workers and supervisors, every year, Safety Week is organized all over the country and efforts are made to promote the safety consciousness among the workers. Holding All India Mine Rescue competitions, etc., rescue and recovery plays a vital role in the challenges faced by the mining industry to address emergencies. To keep the rescue preparedness intact, every year, rescue competitions are being held amongst different mining companies and latest developments are being showcased in those events. In addition to this, DGMS has been promoting safety education and workers' participation in safety management through holding tripartite meetings with different mining companies, appointment of workmen's inspector to give a representation of workmen in the safety of the mines, formulation of safety committee at mine and corporate level to have a meaningful dialogue for continual enhancement of safety standards in mine.
This directorate is also currently engaged in propagating self-regulation in mines. This is a concept which is absolutely in line with the flagship policy of the Government of India, that of reduced government and increased governance. In this, the mine management and all the other stakeholders at different tiers of hierarchy get engaged in formulation, assessment and management of risks which exist in their particular mines. So the entire process of assessment of risk and management of risk within the existing resources of the mines rests with the local management. This directorate is very proactively engaged in encouraging the installation of such regulation, self-regulation concepts in mines.
A system of preparation of safety management plan based on risk assessment has already been started.
हमारे यहाँ पर 5 अंडरग्राउंड माइंस हैं जो कि 450 मीटर से ज़्यादा गहरी हैं। ये सभी माइंस काफ़ी ज़्यादा डिफ़िकल्ट माइंस हैं और हम यहाँ पर सुरक्षा के प्रति हमेशा प्रतिबद्ध रहते हैं। हम लोगों ने जीरो हार्म की एक कैंपेन ली है जिसमें कि हमारी लीडरशिप टीम पूरी तरीके से इसमें इन्वॉल्व है। इसी के मद्देनज़र हम लोगों ने एक सेफ्टी पॉलिसी बनाई है जिसमें हम लोगों का ये मानना है कि सभी इंजरी जितनी भी होती हैं, दुर्घटनाएं जितनी भी होती हैं, उनको रोका जा सकता है और सुरक्षा जो है वो लाइन मैनेजमेंट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। इसके साथ साथ जो भी हमारे वर्कर काम करते हैं, सुरक्षा एक उनकी कंडीशन है जो कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट के लिए ज़रूरी है और साथ में हम लोग ये इंश्योर करते हैं कि जो भी वर्कर हमारे अंडरग्राउंड में जा रहे हैं वो लोग प्रॉपर वे में ट्रेंड हो और साथ में वो ट्रेनिंग के साथ ही अपना काम करें।
DGMS organizes different training programs for workers and key mining officials, including supervisors at different places, and also organizes seminars and workshops to promote and enhance the technical skills and competencies of mine officials and workers. First aid competitions are regularly organized to build the preparedness amongst the supervisors to render treatment in case of emergency.
We are taking various initiatives for safety management and emergency preparedness, which will take us to a level of zero harm to our employees and persons employed in our mine.
Persons employed mainly in unorganized sector mines are exposed to high concentration of respirable dust, which is a cause of concern. Number of awareness programs have been undertaken pan-India to educate the persons employed in mines.
खदानों में काम करते वक्त धूल भरा माहौल कहीं आपको सिलिकोसिस जैसे लाइलाज बीमारी तो नहीं दे रहा। इससे बचाव के तरीके अपनाएं। काम करते वक्त अच्छी क्वालिटी का डस्ट मास्क लगाएं। ड्रिलिंग, कटिंग या क्रशिंग के वक्त पानी का इस्तेमाल जरूर करें। खान सुरक्षा महानिदेशालय अजमेर क्षेत्र और माइन सेफ्टी एसोसिएशन द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
Further, a project multi-centric study of dust-related disease in stone mines and development of sustainable preventive program was carried out by National Institute of Miners Health, NIMH, in collaboration with Directorate General of Mines Safety, DGMS, with the objective to study prevalence of dust-related diseases and development of sustainable preventive strategies for stone mine workers. The project was jointly funded by Ministry of Mines and Ministry of Labour and Employment. India is now racing up in the world order and is on a path of reform and improvement. India climbed 14 rungs in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business 2020 survey to stand at 63 among 190 countries, making it the one of world's top 10 most improved countries for the third consecutive time. The ultimate aim of ease of doing business is to improve the ease of living. As a part of these initiatives, central government has launched Unified Shram Suvidha Portal in the year 2014, and all establishments of DGMS, ESIC, EPFO and CLC departments have been assigned a Unified Labour Identification Number or LIN to facilitate reporting of inspections and filing of returns. To promote gender equality and women empowerment, recently central government have allowed female employment at above ground, including open cast mines in between 7 p.m. and 6 a.m. and below ground mines between 6 a.m. and 7 p.m. under certain conditions. This is a remarkable step taken by government which will go a long way in reducing the gender gap.
It gives me immense pleasure to be part of this women empowerment journey, which encourages me to set a goal for women out there who want to be in industries like mining. But at the same time, I feel this is not only about empowering women, but it's about breaking these stereotypes, standing for yourself and fulfilling your own dreams.
Despite of all the initiatives taken by DGMS, the challenges facing today are lack of synergy amongst different stakeholders, including central and state governments, health and safety concerns of workers in unorganized sector due to lack of medical facilities and absence of records of workers, health and working conditions of the persons engaged through outsourcing of work being faced today.
So friends, the way forward for safety in mines is to primarily inculcate the culture of safety management plan, which will not only improve the stakeholders at the grassroots, but the entire hierarchy will be benefited. All the mining systems will get refined. So this will result in not only enhanced safety and health conditions at the working places, but also will result in much more productivity from the working fronts. Another big challenge for the Indian mining industry, especially from the underground mining sector, which is on a dwindling rate as of now, not because of the technology, but because of the economics. But as you know, as the mines go deeper, open cast mines may become unviable. And overnight, transformation to underground technology will be an impossible task. Therefore, the big challenge ahead of DGMS in terms of preserving the safety culture in below ground mines is to always be ready to face various challenges of working at great depths in terms of managing the heat and humidity issue, the mine ventilation issue, the highly mechanized area issue, and the dustiness in the mines issue, and so on and so forth. The next challenge ahead of DGMS is to addressing the issue of very fast eroding regular workforce which is getting replaced by highly unskilled and untrained contractual component. So in this area, training and enhancing the skill is a very big challenge. And finally, the introduction of information technology and digital tooling in the mining sector is also a big challenge. However, if this challenge is surmounted, it will result in a very, very easy working and operating environment in the entire mining hierarchy. आज इस अवसर पर आप सभी की भागीदारी सरकार की प्रयासों को सुदृढ़ करती है और हम ये प्रण लेते हैं कि आपकी प्रयासों से हम खान में कार्यरत खनिकों की सुरक्षा, स्वास्थ्य और कल्याण के प्रति कटिबद्ध रहेंगे। आप सभी की सुझावों का स्वागत है।